is scheduled for one fall.
One fall!
How many?
One fall!
And it is your main event for this evening. So introducing first, from Nottingham, England, weighing in at 196 pounds, representing NXT UK, Joseph Connor!
WWE NXT UK superstar Joseph Connors making his way to the ring now. Flown all the way over from Nottingham, England for a once-in-a-lifetime shot in the main event here at Titanic Wrestling. Keep it lit. His opponent this evening is someone that he's never faced in his career before, a 13-year veteran of the game of professional wrestling. It's very rare at this time in his life they'll get brand new opportunities, and he's going to let us know all about it.
Sorry to cut you off there. My word, is it good to be back in Belfast. It's been a while for me. The last time I was here, I was wrestling in an abandoned B&Q warehouse. It was freezing cold. And then for 3 days I was shivering and ill, so hopefully that doesn't happen this week. I'm not complaining. Give it time, I'll start complaining. I see, this is a reason to complain. There's a drawing pin in the ring. Anyway, anyone who may have watched Titanic Wrestling on their Facebook page may have seen me call out my opponent who's coming out here tonight. Now, I'm talking as Joseph Connors here. I'm being real. Anyone who's followed UK wrestling for the past however many years will know the man I'm about to face has been one of the true cornerstones, been one of the true pioneers when it comes to professional wrestling, not just in the UK, but all over the independent wrestling scene. And the man I'm obviously talking about is the one, Jody Fleisch. I don't know why that just happened. There's a reason to complain. The one, Jody Fleisch. And I had to get this match because I've competed against some of the best professional wrestlers from all over the globe. So many of the UK's finest, but in the 13 years, in 2 days' time, it'll be the 13th year since my very first professional wrestling match. Thank you very much. And truth be told, in those 13 years, I've had at least 4 acceptable matches. But the one man I've never faced, I've faced the likes of Doug Williams, I've faced Johnny Storm, I've faced the late, great Chris Travis, I've faced Martin Kirby, I've faced CJ Banks, I've faced them all. I have never, ever squared up against Jody Fleisch. So tonight, I just want to know, can I do it? Am I as good as I know I can be? Can I take on Jody Fleisch? I am going to do it here for the first time ever in a Titanic wrestling ring. So I'm apology for stepping on your toes, but let's bring out the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jody Fleisch.
And here comes a true legend of British professional wrestling, Jody Fleisch. What a match we are about to witness, Enrico. We have a legend, an absolute stalwart of the UK scene of professional wrestling, taking on Joseph Connors, a veteran in his own right, part of WWE NXT UK, a guy who has been wanting this match for so long, as he just outlined. And here he is, getting this historic match in both men's careers right here at Titanic Wrestling.
Definitely a case of ask and you shall receive for Joseph Connors. He wanted this match and he's got it.
As I alluded to earlier on in the ring, Jody put a lot of our trainees through their paces this afternoon, but it wasn't just putting them through his paces. He was gearing up for this phenomenal match. He knows what's at stake here. He knows he has legendary status, and he does not want to let the crowd down this evening.
Two phenomenal professional wrestlers in front of us right here in Titanic Wrestling. Joseph Connors and Jody Fleisch.
Come on, Jody. Ready to go? I'm ready. Ready? Ring the bell.
I just want to know, man on man, may the best man win.
I'm willing to find out about that.
True sportsmanship being shown for our main event here at Titanic Wrestling. Keep her lit.
Roll it down and make some noise. Come on.
I have a feeling the roof's going to come off in the Welly Park Hotel.
It certainly looks like it.
And we have our first tie-up.
Two absolute specimens of wrestlers rolling about in this thing this evening in our main event, Enrico.
Incredible shape, absolutely incredible shape. It's funny, actually, I heard Jody Fleisch announced at 170 pounds.
That's got to be all muscle. Must be all muscle. There's not a bit of fat on that man.
He's an absolute brick wall from the seams of it.
But again, that's what being a legend of this game is all about. It's not just about doing your bit, it's about looking the part, it's about taking pride in your appearance, so that when you turn up to these shows in Belfast, wherever across the world, you are in peak condition, so that you can entertain and astound every fan in the building.
Strength, durability, technical ability, it's all on display tonight. Not to mention Jody Fleisch's legendary aerial ability as well.
But you can't discount Joseph Connors just because Jody has such legendary status within the scene. Joseph is, living out his dream as part of the WWE NXT UK roster. He's coming over here. He doesn't need to be coming over to shows like this. But
A legitimate WWE superstar.
The opportunity to take on Jody Fleisch was just too much for him to resist.
Absolutely. We've got a roll through already. Pinning attempt. And a 2 count early in the match. Joseph Connors has managed to kick out.
You can see the show of respect there from Joseph Connors.
All right, Jesus Christ. You condone that?
Sort of. We still got 10 to 15 minutes though, so we'll take some time first.
Titanic Wrestling fans making themselves heard.
Fantastic series of waist lock reversals there. Neither man able to get the upper hand just yet.
Oh, wrist clutch, takedown. Jody Fleisch on top. Into the ropes. Head scissors. And a takeover.
That agility is second to none, Enrico. Absolutely phenomenal.
And it's the balance to maintain that ability there as well that sets him apart from other wrestlers. Missed the dive. Oh, and into the corner. I'm sure Joseph Connors didn't mean to use the ring as a weapon there, but Fleisch looks hurt.
Is he okay, Rob?
Keep going. Back it up.
Is he okay?
Do you want to keep
Consternation here from Joseph Connors.
Yeah.
He looks to check on his opponent.
Well, bring it back in the ring. Let's go.
Right, let's get it back in the ring. Come on. I don't want to win like that. I don't want to win like that.
Connors checking on the safety of Jody Fleisch there.
Oh, yes, he does want to win like that.
Scumbaggery of the highest order there, Enrico. Feigning concern for his opponent.
And Connors is showing his true colours.
All that respect at the start has now gone out the window.
And again into the ring.
And that's not just any ring post, Enrico. Most ring posts would be rounded to absorb some of the impact. These are hard-edged, squared-off ring posts.
It's a very good point, and it's definitely the kind of surface that could lead to bleeding.
Well, we can see already Joseph Connors is busted open. There's a little bit of claret spilling from his nose and from his forehead just now. However, Fleisch fighting back now.
And Joseph Connors, of course, is showing his MO. We've seen this before with him. I genuinely thought, though, that he came here to wrestle.
It did seem that way. Certainly speaking to him before the match, although it was off the record, he seemed genuinely excited to be facing off against Jody Fleisch and just wanted the pleasure of fighting with him. But now it seems that his modus operandi, as you mentioned earlier, is just to inflict as much pain as possible.
I think it's certainly the case that he wanted the pleasure of fighting him, certainly, but he wanted the pleasure of hurting him. He wants to hurt Jody Fleisch tonight, and he's putting the boots to him.
He's raining down the soles of those size 12s right into the chest and neck area of Fleisch, who's lying prone underneath the ropes as we speak.
And referee Tommy McNulty's really got his serious job ahead of him tonight to keep order in this match. I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost for words. Whenever it comes down to it, I really did think we were going to see a technical classic tonight. And Fleisch into the corner again.
I'll ask you again. Do you want to give it up? Do you want to give it up? Do you want to give it up? Come on. He's at the ring.
Another stamp to the injured back of Jody Fleisch there. He took that middle turnbuckle at pace and with power from the whip from Joseph Connors. It's Connors.
Followed up with a suplex.
The snap suplex there.
And two.
All of Jody's weight down on his lower back, impacting on the coccyx as he drives the knee into his spine.
And of all the impacts that we've heard tonight, that was the one that sounded the most like a gunshot going off.
From the angle we've got here as well, you can see that Joseph is locked in that arm and chin lock, stitching the abdominals of Jody as well, showing off every one of those abs as he fights back.
Jody Fleisch fighting back. He's got the arms hooked. A pinning combination. And a drop kick by Joseph Connors to take control again. And another 2 count.
Are you from around there? Yes. You can't count. You keep sit down. Sit down. Sit down, you illuminous little sod.
Joseph Connors taking exception to these Titanic wrestling fans and even the referee.
Taking exception to the fans and taking over this match. He's been very verbal on social media over the last few weeks with the hashtag JCTakeover. Obviously looking to make his mark at the Performance Centre and wherever WWE NXT UK is performing, and he's certainly making his mark at Titanic Wrestling this evening.
There's the pin.
As the blood continues to drip from the nose of Joseph Connors.
But Jody Fleisch's back might be in 2 after that. And another 2 count. Fleisch just will not stay down.
He will not. And from the look of it, Joseph and Jody are both making Tommy McNulty work hard for his pay this evening.
Connors definitely the fresher of the 2 men, though.
This is as fast-paced and as hard-hitting a match as I've seen in a long time, Enrico. And we're seeing it right here at Titanic Wrestling.
And of course, the thing about it is, Joseph Connors has grounded Jody Fleisch. His aerial abilities have not been showcased in this match. So even though the pace is impressive, Joseph Connors is slowing everything right down.
That's the ruthlessness that Connors needs to use, though. You know, he'll have seen a lot of his comrades, his colleagues at NXT UK getting big and bold opportunities on wider scales. It's time for him to prove his worth, and if he can get the upset win over the Phoenix Jody Fleisch this evening, you know, it certainly puts him back amongst the shuffle.
And the Phoenix has risen with the enziguri.
Connors taking refuge here at the commentary table.
Connors right in front of us. He's back up to his feet.
Here's Jody going. Shooting up.
Looks like he's a moonsault!
A moonsault, Nico, that was a galaxy salt. Did you see the height he got on that?
He might have overshot. Both men down. I can't see from my vantage point whether they're getting back up again.
The height, the technique.
Referee's back in the ring. And Fleisch is back up!
A hefty chop to the chest of Connors.
Fleisch and Connors brawling to the outside. And Fleisch off the wall with a crossbody block.
Was that Jody Fleisch or was that Spider-Man in Nico? Did you see the reaction there?
I seen it, but I don't believe it.
A phenomenal piece of agility, gymnastic ability, and aerial assault to get him back in his feet there.
You can really see why Connors tried to ground Jody Fleisch the way he did at the start of the match.
You definitely can.
I definitely can't understand the tactic involved. I can't understand the intent involved, but I can understand how effective the tactic is. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Oh! Enziguri again.
Again, the agility shown in that cartwheel.
But Connors is up.
What a kick to the chin.
Fleisch with a backflip. Connors to the top rope. Hurricane Rana!
My word, Enrico. The height that this man can get is unfounded.
And he's back to the top rope already, Kirk. Oh, the sit-down powerbomb!
Oh!
And a kick out by Jody Fleisch on two.
Defying gravity and defying that 3 count, Jody Fleisch is putting on a phenomenal showing this evening.
It's high risk for a reason, and unfortunately it didn't pay off for Jody Fleisch. Both men are down. The count being administered.
Connors must be thinking, what can he do to keep this man grounded?
But when the aggression didn't work, he used the ring as a weapon. And when that didn't work, Jody Fleisch took over. So you've got to wonder what more Joseph Connors can hit Jody Fleisch with in this match. On their way up. Exchange of punches. The sweat flying. Connors is rocked by that last punch, but Fleisch over the top. Pinning combination 1, 2. A German suplex into a flip.
Oh, what a pin!
Kick out. They're still going. Dragon Rana. And Connors is kicked out of everything. DDT!
Son of a DDT. Surely that's it. If I'm Joseph, I'm feeling that for the station as well. Tommy was a bit slow in getting down to that one.
I'm not one to criticise referees, but I have to agree. Tommy was very slow to get to the ground. But how much of that was instinct? How much of that was Jody Fleisch kicking out because of heart? Kicking out because he knew he had the full 3 seconds to work with?
This is where both competitors have to dig the very deepest. Connors thought he had it sewn up there. As he takes a hefty chop to the gut.
Oh, and a stomp by Joseph Connors in the corner. And a big clothesline! Oh, that was so nearly 3.
2 and 9/10, Enrico.
Fleisch kicks out again. It's unbelievable, Kirk.
This has been a truly phenomenal match so far. You know, for both men's sakes, I hope it's over quickly, but for everyone else in this crowd, I could watch these boys wrestle all night long.
I'm gonna wish you never came across me.
Joseph Connors in powerbomb position with Jody Fleisch. Looking to put the exclamation point, but he's missed. Fleisch with a high kick. Back up to the top rope. It looks like he's gonna go for a tornado DDT. The cover. And three! Jody Fleisch has beaten Joseph Connors.
He flew high. He was phenomenal. He was the Phoenix, Jody Fleisch.
Incredible!
What a match to headline Keep It Lit here at Titanic Wrestling, Enrico.
Another stellar main event from Titanic Wrestling. Take nothing away from Joseph Connors. He clearly had a game plan, but the winner is Jody Fleisch.
We've seen shocks, we've seen ambushes, we've seen turns, but the thing that I'll take away most from this evening is we have seen a history-making match between Jody Fleisch and Joseph Connors.
The first time ever, and I certainly hope it happens again. Joseph Connors looks beside himself, clearly upset. Oh, a little bit of afters here. Looks like Connors has something else to say.
I said I wanted to prove myself against one of the legends, against one of the pioneers, one of the cornerstones of UK wrestling. I said I wanted to show just how good Joseph Connors is, and I said I was going to do that by beating Jody Fleisch. And evidently, it seems that didn't happen. Cornerstone, legend, pioneer, one of the best. All the things they say about you, Jody Fleisch. After being in the ring with you, after getting in your face, after trading fist to fist, kick to kick, strike to strike. You're all one of the best athletes, one of the best pro wrestlers, one of the best sports entertainers, one of the best pro wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with.
Here, here.
After all that, after all those ring posts, you want to shake my hand?
I had to know just how good you are. I had to get in your head, I had to show you exactly what I'm capable of. You know just as much as anybody does.
Okay, well I'll tell you what, Joseph Connors, there is no need for you to take a knee in front of me. You stand in front of me like a man, because right now, you matched me, move for move, kick for kick, toe for toe, like a man. No. There's no need for him to take a name with me. Let's shake on that.
Some epic sportsmanship between two great wrestlers.
A headline-worthy main event if ever there was one. Jody Fleisch, Joseph Connors settling their differences in the ring. Jody Fleisch comes out the victor, and everyone inside Welly Park this evening is a winner for witnessing that match.
Titanic Wrestling set out to keep it lit. Tonight, they have done just that.